now we'll like to request Shri Shivansh Awasthi, who left a very promising job in Japan and then came back and sat for civil services. We'd love to hear you, sir.
Respected DC ma'am, IG sir, members of Tarun IAS and all the students who are here with us today, a very good morning to all of you. So I would like to start by saying that all of you, all the students especially who are here today, I would like to congratulate you because you have already taken the first step towards your journey of civil services. You have come here for the seminar, and this is very important actually, because once I cleared in my first attempt, I prepared for 1 year, but that was my active phase of preparation. And many times when you hear about people's story, how they prepared and all, they mainly share with you when they were actually preparing for it. But the day when you start your preparation is the day when the thought of preparing comes to your mind. First, you have to convince yourself mentally that you are going to prepare for it. And this service, basically the preparation requires 3 things mainly. One is your knowledge. Knowledge will come through reading, hard work, reading about the subject, everything. The other thing is planning. Planning starts from the day you have to think that you are going to start, and planning ends on the day when you give your interview. So it is very, very important. And the third thing is obviously your mental strength. And mental strength is important because it is not a very 2 or 3 months kind of preparation, a small journey where you just focus for 2 or 3 months. You are very much motivated, you listen to some talks, you are too much into the service that you want to do this, you are already dreaming that you will do these things after you get through. But I have seen a lot of people, lot of my friends who had a lot of knowledge also, but they had only one problem, that they were not able to continuously focus and study for whole 1 year. So many times such things happen that today after the talk, after the seminar, you will go back motivated, you will start everything, you will say that you are going to study for 10 hours every day, but 1 or 2 days you will stop because of something, and then gradually it will fizzle out. So that's why I want to focus mainly on the passive phase of the preparation, and this will be important for you not just for UPSC preparation but for any kind of preparation that you are doing in your life. Okay, so I will just share my journey, and you can take some lessons from that, and use it in any of your preparation in life. So first thing about planning anything is, once I first, the thought came to my mind first was when I was in my college 3rd year. I thought that after the college immediately I will go and give the exam and join the services if I am able to clear. But then I got a pre-placement offer, I did my internship, and it was a very good job, and there was a time when I was confused what to do, and I thought, if such a good opportunity is already there, why not go there, experience it first, and then decide whether I would like to continue there or come back to what I really want to do. So after 2-3 years of job, I realized that whatever I am doing is good, I am earning good money, everything is there. But the real reason why I initially wanted to come to service, and there are multiple reasons. You get to do public service, you get to influence a lot of people's life, you get to be a part of policy making and everything. But the most important aspect of this job that I really like is it is very, very interesting. You have so much multiple diverse kind of responsibilities. You are doing one thing one day, suddenly some new thing comes up, you are doing that thing, the other thing every day. You get to meet so many new people every day. Every day in my office I get to talk to someone new, meet someone new. So these were the kind of things which really inspired me to come and prepare for the service. But then coming to the passive phase of preparation, you first have to identify your next 1 year, 2 year of plan. And then you have to divide your plan yearly, then monthly, then weekly. What are your targets for that particular week, particular month? And for this service particularly, you should start first by reading newspapers, and you have to get some awareness about your outside world and awareness about you also. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? As ma'am has said that there is no one size fits all strategy in this exam. Everyone is different. But still, what you can do is there are a lot of resources available on internet. Lot of people who have cleared the exam. Everyone's strategy or life journey will not match you, but there will be definitely a few. Someone will have a journey. Someone is from medical background. He can just follow someone who was from medical background and how he did his preparation. Something like this you have to chalk out, or then with that person also you will not have everything in common. You have to chalk out your own strategy, what you are going to do. You have to make your major life decisions, where you are going to stay, who will be the people you are interacting with, are you going to prepare with some group or not, who will take care of your small things, fooding, lodging, if you are going outside your state, outside your city to prepare. So these are the small things. That financial thing is also very important. So that is one benefit of starting early. If you are starting in your college time, you are already studying, so you don't have to. There is no such opportunity cost that you are losing your time after college. You could have studied further, or you could have done some job, and you are just sitting and preparing. So that kind of thing will not come in your mind if you are starting right at your college stage. And you can start initially maybe in a passive phase. What you can do is you can just go through the syllabus. You can see the previous year question papers. You may not be able to answer them, but you have to see that if you suppose you had the knowledge, are you able to understand the question at least? What is the person asking? And if you had the right kind of knowledge, would you be able to frame a two-page answer on that? So that is what when I saw the papers and everything, I felt that if I had appropriate knowledge and if I can do 1 or 2 year long study, I will be able to answer these things. And this is the main requirement of the exam, that you continue study for 1 or 2 years continuously. So that is one thing that you can do. Other thing you can do is you can start reading some of the initial books that are there in the syllabus. You can chalk out your plan for that. You can study few 2 or 3 optional one book initially to decide which one are you liking more, which optional should you take. So all those things you can do till the time you are in college, if you are not actively looking to give your first attempt just when you leave the college. Okay. All these things when you are already done, then maybe in the next 1 year you can start your active phase, where you can give 10 months, 10 hours in a day to the preparation, and you will already have your strategy chalked out, that what you are going to do, what already you know, what all you need to learn and everything. Okay. So then one more thing is testing yourself. Many times I have friends who like to read. So they thought that this will be a good exam for them. They know how to read. They love getting more and more knowledge, but they don't like to write. They don't like to practice. So you have to understand that the exam is not about what you like. You have to understand what are the requirements of the exam, and you have to mold yourself in that way. Okay, so it is not like I like this, so I will do this only. I don't like essay, I don't want focus on essay, I will focus more on this, because you don't know what paper will come easy, what paper will be difficult. So it is much more like a general overall thing you should be ready with. Many people focus on one subject, that I am good in economics, not in history. I will focus, I will clear more, I will give answers of more questions in economics. But who knows, economics part may come very difficult and geography or history will come very easy on that particular area. So then people say that my luck was not good, that I am good in economics, but this time economics was so difficult. So you can eliminate the factor of luck by covering things in a much more broader sense than going deep into 1 or 2 things only. So that was it. So during my journey, when I was working already in Japan, I was working for 3 years. After 2 years of my service, I decided that I want to appear for the services. But then in a day, I did not make my mind in a day. I studied some books. I started writing some articles on things that were relevant. I judged myself. One more important thing is to have a few good friends who are also preparing for the exam. So you can make a common group and you can share with them what you are doing. They can share with you. Like I was not doing any mock test or test series or anything, but some of my friends realized that this is the important time for it and we should go ahead and do it. So these kinds of advices from friends also help. During the interview phase, we made a group. We used to ask questions to each other, and many of the members of that WhatsApp group eventually cleared. Some cleared that year itself, some cleared later. So friends also help. And one more thing is, final thing is your emotional intelligence. There are a lot of distractions in life. Everyone has their own distractions. Friends sometimes can themselves be a distraction, that you went to meet a friend for some study purpose, then you just went along with him and went out or something. So for 1 year, you have to forget other things in life and focus just on this preparation. That is very, very important. You can take maybe a 1 day off in 2 weeks or something, mainly when the exam is approaching and all. And you have to keep all your distractions. You have to list out what are the things that can distract you in life. Many times, small things. People who go to Delhi to study, they go out to have lunch and they come back after 3-4 hours. So, and then this becomes a usual hobby. Okay, like we go to 5, so we have to go for lunch and all. So you can't afford to waste time. Social media is also one big distraction that is coming to mind. People open their mobile phones or iPads to read some news or read some topic, and then they just go on and scroll Facebook or whatever. So these kind of distractions are there in life, and it is very easy to say that you stay away from distraction, but one or other distraction will keep coming, especially if it is a 1 year long journey. But if you are able to have that kind of willpower and courage in you to stop yourself in going into the wrong direction with appropriate knowledge and appropriate planning, I think all of you will be able to clear it. And this is my wish for all of you. So all the very best. And I would also like to thank Tarun IAS for having this kind of setup here. This is, as we have already discussed, that this is very much required here in Shillong. From last 8 years, we have just one person, and going forward, now that we have a center in Mati as well, and I hope in coming years, many more people like Tarun IAS will be coming here, so that our students also have a right guidance. And mainly with the coaching, it is not about that you will go to coaching and they will teach you everything and you just have to come back and replicate the same thing in exam. It is more about gap filling mechanism. So you have to do your self-study. Whenever you feel that you are stuck, you can always come to coaching for guidance. Whenever you feel that some topic is difficult for you to understand, you can take help of coaching. But you should not be 100% dependent on coaching itself, that you go, wake up in the morning, go to coaching, come back and you think that you are preparing for civil services. So self is very much important in this preparation. I think I have elaborated a lot in my speech and I don't need to elaborate it further. With this, I would like to wish you all the best and thank you very much.